Virgo, this is not a regular astrology forecast. This is your final warning. From June 10th to June 13th, the universe is delivering 3 cosmic messages directly to your soul. And here's the truth no one else will say. If you miss even one of these signs, your destiny could be delayed until 2033. Yes, 8 long years of being stuck in the same emotional cycles, the same financial struggles, the same spiritual frustration that's been holding you back since 2020. But you already know this, don't you? You felt the shift building, that unexplained heaviness in your chest, those vivid dreams that feel like warnings, that strange silence from the universe when you ask for guidance. This isn't random. This isn't just low energy. This is a spiritual trap, Virgo, and you are being watched energetically, emotionally, karmically. There are forces around you, both divine and deceptive, waiting to see which direction you choose in these next few days. This is your timeline checkpoint, because in this rare cosmic window, your old life is colliding with your future. And the decisions you make now will either lock you into the same old karmic patterns until 2033, or unlock the next, aligned version of you, the one who is abundant, clear, peaceful, and powerful. This video is not entertainment, it's activation. Today I'm going to reveal the 3 cosmic warnings that Virgo must decode between June 10th and 13th. The exact reason you're being tested right now, spiritually and emotionally, and how to pass these tests so you unlock your next chapter of miracles, money, and meaning. But listen carefully. You must watch until the very end, because most Virgos will miss the 3rd warning, and that's the most dangerous one. I'll say it again. This is not just a tough week. This is not just bad energy. This is your soul being judged by the universe. So pause whatever you're doing. Turn off distractions. Light a candle if you can. Because what I'm about to reveal could shift the entire trajectory of your life. Your soul asked for this message. And now, it's time to listen. Let's begin. Virgo, from June 10th to June 13th, you are walking through a window ancient mystics feared and revered. It's called the karmic pressure window, a sacred but dangerous time when the universe presses on your soul like never before. And this time, it's personal, because you, Virgo, are ruled by Mercury, the planet of logic, clarity, structure, and communication. But during this 4-day spiritual standoff, Mercury enters a cosmic battle with Neptune, the planet of illusion, dreams, deception, and divine mystery. And when these 2 planets clash, confusion erupts, truth gets distorted. Your mind and your soul start pulling you in 2 opposite directions. This is a war inside your own energy. Your mind will scream for control. Your soul will whisper, "Let go." Your thoughts will seek proof, but your intuition will beg you to trust. And Virgo, this is where the danger begins, because your greatest gift, your logic, can become your greatest curse if you misuse it. Between June 10th and 13th, you'll notice strange things. You'll start overthinking simple decisions. You'll spiral in doubt, even when you feel something is right. And worst of all, you may begin to reject divine messages because they don't come in the logical packaging you expect. But this is not a time to analyze. This is a time to awaken. Because the signs, synchronicities, and soul-level shifts that appear in these days, they won't always make sense in the moment, but they hold the keys to your next chapter. You might get a weird dream that makes you emotional, but ignore it. You might keep seeing the same number or hearing the same phrase, but shrug it off. You might get a gut feeling about a person, but second-guess yourself into silence. That's the test. The universe wants to see, will you choose comfort over courage? Will you cling to certainty or step into spiritual surrender? Because if you let Mercury's overthinking block Neptune's divine downloads, you could miss the message that was meant to change your destiny. This window is not punishment, it's preparation. You're being invited to elevate your frequency, to shift from the 3D to the 5D, to stop chasing facts and start trusting faith. Virgo, your soul has done the work. You're not here to stay small, but if you stay stuck in logic, you will miss the miracle. So listen carefully. Watch what happens between June 10th and 13th, because the signs will come, but only the spiritually awake version of you will be able to decode them. Virgo, the first test you'll face in this cosmic storm is one of the most dangerous, because it doesn't look like a test. It looks like a gift. Between June 10th and 11th, the universe will present you with what I call the false door. It will appear suddenly, almost magically. You might think, this is the answer I've been praying for. This is my second chance. This must be divine timing. But it's not. This is a karmic setup, a trap dressed as a miracle. And if you walk through this door, you risk falling into the exact same emotional cycle you were stuck in 8 years ago, back in 2016. So what does this false door look like? It could be an ex coming back with tears and promises, but the same old patterns, a career opportunity that sounds perfect but drains your energy, a guru or spiritual coach offering answers but demanding your power in return. At first glance, it will seem exciting, urgent, even divinely timed. But listen closely, Virgo. That urgency, that shiny wrapping paper, that too good to be true energy, it's your first clue that something's off. Here's how you'll know this door is false. It makes you feel rushed, not at peace. It flatters your fears, not your future. Your gut whispers no, even if your mind screams yes. Virgo, you are the sign of discernment, and this is a soul-level test of your discernment, because the universe wants to see, will you choose what's comfortable and familiar, even if it's toxic? Or will you walk away from temptation in the name of spiritual truth? This isn't just about love or work. This is about alignment. If you walk through this false door, you will be shown, over the next 6 months, exactly why it was a mistake. You'll feel the déjà vu. You'll experience the emotional drain. You'll watch history repeat itself, just like 2016. But if you pause, breathe, and listen to your intuition, even when it doesn't make sense, you prove to the universe that you've leveled up. You signal, I don't need shortcuts. I choose soul over surface. And the real opportunity, the one meant for your highest path, will reveal itself shortly after. This is a timeline fork, Virgo. The false door leads to the old story. The unseen path leads to destiny. And only those who trust their inner knowing will find the real treasure. So remember, if it feels urgent, desperate, or manipulative, it's not divine. Trust your gut, walk away in peace, and prepare yourself for what's truly meant for you. Virgo, the second warning between June 10th and 13th won't come from the outside. It will rise from within. You're about to feel something raw, something you thought you buried, something you swore was already healed. But this time, it's coming back with a purpose. This isn't just sadness. This isn't just frustration. This is a soul wound, reopening to be cleared permanently, and it won't show up gently. It may look like a sudden argument with someone you love deeply, an unexpected rejection that shakes your confidence, or a wave of grief or loneliness you can't explain. You might wake up one morning and feel like everything is wrong. You might wonder, why now? Why am I feeling this again? Virgo, this is not a breakdown. It's a spiritual breakthrough, hidden inside a moment of pain. You may hear voices in your mind whispering, you're not good enough. No one truly sees you. You always end up alone. It's safer not to care. But stop right there. Those voices are not your truth. They're echoes from your inner child, your past lives, your ancestral lineage. They're patterns that were passed to you, not chosen by you. And now the universe is asking, will you finally face them? Will you let yourself feel, not just fix? Will you stop numbing and start healing? Because inside this emotional pain is your greatest spiritual upgrade. The very energy that once wounded you can now become the force that awakens your next level of power. But only if you stop running. This is the part most people skip. They reach for distractions, they overwork, scroll, eat, sleep. Anything to avoid what hurts. But Virgo, if you want to break free from the cycles that have followed you since childhood, or even from past lifetimes, you must sit in this discomfort. You must hold your heart like a sacred altar. Let the pain speak. Let the tears fall. Let the wound breathe. And then, witness what rises after. Because once you stop resisting the wound, it stops owning you. Once you face it with compassion, you cut the karmic chain. You stop inheriting patterns from your ancestors. You stop replaying trauma in your relationships. You finally become the healer you were born to be. So when this wave hits between June 10th to 13th, and it will, don't run. Let it move through you. Let it break you open, because inside that crack is the light you've been waiting for. And once you pass this test, you'll never carry this pain again, not in this life, not in the next. It ends with you. Virgo, the final warning the universe will send between June 12th and 13th won't be loud. It won't come through a dramatic event. It won't scream at you in numbers or chaos. It will come in the form of something most people fear the most. Silence. Yes, Virgo. Pure, deep, uncomfortable spiritual silence. During this window you may experience ghosting from someone you thought was loyal, delays in texts, calls, emails, when you need answers the most, or worse, that feeling like your angels and guides have gone quiet, and your mind will start to spin. You'll ask yourself, did I mess something up? Why is the universe ignoring me? What did I do wrong to deserve this? But please hear me. This silence is not punishment. This silence is not abandonment. This silence is preparation. The divine is not turning its back on you. It's turning your path towards something greater. Just like a mother giving birth, there's a sacred stillness right before the soul expands. Your angels are not absent. They are working behind the scenes, rewriting timelines, removing old contracts, and creating the space for your next chapter to begin. But here's the thing. This test is especially hard for you, Virgo, because you crave clarity. You thrive on communication, direction, and knowing what to fix. But this time, you are not being asked to fix. You are being asked to feel, to sit in the unknown without reaching for answers. Because in this silence, you will either panic and spiral, or you will rise and trust. One path leads to anxiety and self-doubt. The other leads to pure alignment and spiritual mastery. And the difference comes down to one thing: how you handle the pause. This is your moment to stop chasing outside noise and start hearing your own soul. Light a candle and meditate. Journal your thoughts, even if they're messy. Sit under the stars and breathe, because what's coming next needs an empty space to land. If your life feels like it's in a holding pattern right now, good. It means your spirit is aligning with something massive, something so precise that even one wrong move could delay it. The silence you feel is the final breath before your breakthrough. Virgo, when June 13th ends, a new message will arrive. A mission, a moment, a turning point, but only if you've held steady in the silence. So don't rush this. Don't force anything. Don't beg the universe for signs. Instead, become so still that you become the sign. Because when the silence finally breaks, your next level will not ask, it will arrive. Virgo, you've now seen all three cosmic warnings: the false door, the emotional wound, the spiritual silence. Now the question is, what do you do about it? How do you pass this test and step fully into the timeline the universe has designed for your greatness? Here's the truth most people will never tell you. You don't need to do more. You don't need to force, chase, or perform. You just need to return to your soul's alignment. And it starts with three sacred choices. 1. Trust your gut, not your fear. In these next few days, your mind will try to overpower your intuition. But don't fall for it, because your gut already knows. If something feels off, it is. If someone's energy feels unstable, believe it. If a decision makes your body tighten, your breath shorten, walk away. Virgo, your intuition is not a luxury. It's your highest intelligence this week. The portal won't reward overthinking. It will reward energetic honesty, the bravery to listen when something doesn't feel right. So trust that first feeling, not the excuses that come after. Release the past with grace. That old wound, the one that came up in part 3, you can't drag it into this new chapter. So it's time for a sacred ritual of release. Write a forgiveness letter to the person, the past version of yourself, the situation, or the universe itself. Say what needs to be said, cry if you must, then burn it. Watch the ashes rise, and with them, the weight you've carried for far too long. Don't just let go, let it transform you. You are not the same person you were in that wound, and you don't need to carry its story anymore. Create sacred silence. This is your final act of trust. Set the alarm a little earlier. Sit in stillness before the world wakes up. Breathe, listen, feel. Then ask your higher self, what is trying to be born through me right now? What does my soul want to say, without the noise? What part of me is finally ready to awaken? You don't need the answers immediately, but the space you create in silence will be filled with divine instruction. Virgo, this is your leadership moment, not to lead others, but to lead yourself. Because this portal, June 10th to 13th, isn't asking for perfection. It's asking for presence. It's asking you to trust your truth, to walk without knowing the full map, to let go of what's already dead, and to show the universe, I'm ready for my destiny, because I've done the inner work to receive it. Virgo, everything you've experienced, every test, every tear, every quiet moment of doubt, has led you to this exact threshold. And now, the universe is watching, not to punish, not to judge, but to reward. Because if you pass this soul test, if you trust the signs, honor your intuition, face the pain, and hold the silence, you will unlock a massive shift in your destiny. This isn't just spiritual fluff, this is fate, activated. A new timeline is already being written for you, and it's nothing like the life you've known before. So what happens if you pass? 1. A financial breakthrough appears. As early as June 14th, the energy of opportunity will open for you. You may receive an offer you didn't expect. A project you once abandoned might suddenly get revived. Or someone may speak your name in a room full of abundance, and your path changes instantly. This isn't luck. It's the universe rewarding your alignment. Because when you clear the old, you make space for the new. 2. A soul-aligned connection enters your life. Someone is being sent to you, yes, someone you've dreamed of, not just romantically. This could be a mentor, a collaborator, a soulmate in friendship, love, or purpose. This person will mirror the work you've done internally. They will not complete you. They will amplify you. But they can only enter once you've passed the emotional test that clears space for them. 3. A divine download will strike. Don't be surprised if you wake up at 3:33 a.m. with an idea that won't leave you, a vision, a business, a creative blueprint, a solution you've been begging for. This is not random. This is your soul's reward for sitting in the silence and surrendering to the unknown. The universe is saying, you were still enough to hear me. Now here is your next assignment. This kind of clarity doesn't come from hustling. It comes from energetic readiness. So understand this. The test was never about what you lost. It was always about what you're finally ready to receive. The portal of June 10th to 13th is a divine checkpoint. And the rewards, they're real. But they don't come to those who stay in fear, or force, or ego. They come to those who choose alignment, who walk with integrity, who show the universe, I am ready. And Virgo, if you've made it this far, you are ready. So breathe, trust, and prepare, because your life is about to shift in ways you can't even imagine. But only if you passed this moment. Virgo, you've just been handed the keys to one of the most important spiritual portals of your lifetime. You now know the 3 cosmic warnings, you know what to watch for, and you know how to pass this test. But now, your next step is critical, because if you want to continue receiving guidance, clarity, and divine protection through every test the universe throws at you this month, you must subscribe and turn on the bell. I'm not just here to read astrology, I'm here to guide you through your soul evolution. And what's coming in the second half of June, it's bigger, it's deeper, and for some, it may even be destiny changing. So hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and be part of the Virgo soul tribe that is waking up, breaking free, and rising into their highest timeline. Don't walk this path alone. Let's walk it together. Share this video with another Virgo. This message wasn't just for you. Someone close to you, a friend, a sibling, a co-worker, a parent, is about to walk into one of these 3 traps, and they might have no idea what's coming. You could be the one person who saves their timeline. Send this video right now. Let them feel seen. Let them feel warned. Let them know they are not alone. Because your act of sharing could literally change the next 8 years of someone's life. Don't stop now. Watch this next. Virgo, 5 millionaire numbers for June. The universe is sending you codes, because now that you've faced the test, you're finally open to receive the reward. This next video reveals the numerological codes the universe is delivering only to awakened Virgos, those who pass the spiritual checkpoint of June 10th to 13th. If you're watching this, you've been chosen, so go unlock what's waiting for you. Final comment call, claim your path. I want you to type the following affirmation in the comments 11 times. I choose alignment. I trust my divine path. Not once, not 3 times, 11 times. Why? Because repetition reprograms the subconscious. Because your voice holds power. And because when you write it, you signal to the universe, I am ready. I accept my assignment. I trust what's unfolding, even if I don't understand it yet. Let your soul speak through your fingers. Let the universe hear your decision loud and clear. This is your moment, Virgo. You're not lost. You're being led. You're not broken. You're being rebuilt. The storm didn't come to destroy you. It came to test you. And now, the reward is near. So don't stop here. Type your affirmation. Share this with someone who needs it. Subscribe and stay close, because your destiny is just beginning.